Good evening and welcome to the College Boulevard Activity Center in Olathe. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. We've got Sunflower Conference football as Shawnee Mission South takes on Olathe West. Hi, everybody. Kevin White along with Mark Borichter. This is the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Our original broadcast schedule had Olathe South and Olathe West, but got quarantining of the COVID virus, and we got this matchup, but that's kind of the theme for 2020. You got to be flexible.
Well, the theme for 2020 is you do have to be flexible, and this game all came about here Monday afternoon. Both these teams had an opportunity and an open spot based on how everything has gone so far to play. So here we are on Friday night.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. Big play wide receiver for Shawnee Mission South. That's Kai Edwards.
Well, Kai Edwards is their big play wide receiver, Kevin, and you talk about it. 25 catches on the year, just over 500 yards. But the big thing for me is his 7 touchdowns, 4 of those coming last week against Shawnee Mission Northwest.
And for Olathe West, they want to run the ball with Anthony Favreau.
Well, Anthony Favreau is where everything runs through for their offense. Just about 600 yards rushing this year. He and 6 touchdowns on the ground. Had over 16 touchdowns a year ago in an all-conference year. He's where everything starts with them as well.
Friday night football in the Sunflower Conference. Olathe West playing host to Shawnee Mission South. It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. And we're back with the opening kickoff right after this. We're in Olathe tonight at the College Boulevard Activity Center, and we got a beautiful night for football, mostly clear, temperatures in the low 60s, and a slight breeze out of the west, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And Shawnee Mission South is on the road with their head coach, Brett Oberzan. And Brett, believe it or not, is 51 years old. I couldn't believe that, but thought he looked a lot younger than he actually does in his 6th year. 25 years in all coaching. Of course, a longtime assistant at Lawrence Free State as their defensive coordinator. And he's brought back his old coach from Lawrence Free State to call plays, Bob Lisher, as their offensive coordinator. And on the other sideline, the youngster. This guy is only 38 years old, TJ O'Neill. First saw TJ as a junior quarterback at Salina Central as he lost in 3 overtimes to Blue Valley, but the next year he won a state championship. He's in his 3rd year. And he was a longtime Mill Valley assistant. And the big guy, Max Close, has it on the tee. And your ball game is underway. Returning from the 10-yard line will be Will Kriskowski. And he'll take it around the 25-yard line. And we'll get the Owls offense out on the field, but once again, the big story, their starting quarterback out with injury, Alex Burge, and they will put the sophomore Mason McGavran in. And it's interesting to see how he does tonight. His first starting gig. There you see the limited passing numbers. Now, once again, he's known more as a runner, averages 3.4 yards per carry, and a touchdown rushing on the year. This is a spread offense. And here's Anthony Favreau. Not much doing. Back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Shut down on the play by Max Close. Close, second team All-League last year, number 11. Getting college looks at the University of South Dakota and maybe some Big 12 looks. Looks like an empty set for McGavran. Quick pass to the outside. And the pass is caught and turned up the field by James Perry Frazier as he gets it across the 30.
Well, I like to start here for Olathe West, specifically in the passing game. The first throw for Mason McGavran. Just a quick little throw to the outside and get him in some rhythm and get him feeling comfortable.
It's a gain of 6, 3rd down and 4. First drive of the game. Quarterback McGavran going to keep it, and this is his strong suit, running the football, and he's across the 45 to the 46 for a first down, 14 yards, and a nice 3rd down conversion for the Owls.
Well, it was a really nice conversion. Watch him press this right here up inside on the option play, and then the elusiveness to pick up the first down.
Sugar
Reggie Dennis on the right hip of the quarterback. Backup running back. Throw it out. Pass is caught. Across midfield goes Luke Bishop, who they say has got college potential. One of their top wide receivers. But when you look at the stat sheet, as far as the wide receivers, you got 3 wide receivers with each 11 catches. So it's pretty balanced as far as the wide receivers go.
Well, they do. They spread it around. And that time it was Bishop, but he got a good block on the outside by his other wide receiver, Dane Hutchins.
And he was able to get 6. 2nd down and 4. Quarterback keeping on the read option. And gets a couple on the play to the 45 of Shawnee Mission South. We're still going to need a couple of yards for a first down. Talking to the coaches on the field prior to the game, they didn't seem at all worried that the sophomore was playing quarterback tonight. They have a lot of confidence in Mason, as it's 3rd down and 2 facing the Owl offense. And he's going to take off and run. And he's right near the stake, depend on the spot.
Right now, Olathe West.
It is a first down, by the way.
Running the football to the right-hand side. Taking advantage of the aggressiveness of number 5, the linebacker, Brett Connor for Shawnee Mission South. He's been getting up the field very aggressively. We saw on the option, they went right at him. Cut up underneath him on the zone read, and then right there, on a little bit of a counter play, he came up the field and they kicked him up the field, allowed for the first down. You're gonna.
The left tackle injured on the play. That is Josh Clark, number 73.
And just gets undercut by his other offensive lineman going down.
After an injury timeout, quarterback ran for the first down, so 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Olathe West Owls. McGavran throwing down the field, some contact near the sideline, and a flag is down as the intended target was Tanner Zimmerman.
Well, Tanner Zimmerman's a big body on the outside, about 6'5", 190 pounds, trying to take advantage of his size. But Kevin, as a receiver, I love, any pass interference penalty on the defense, but this just looked like incidental contact, really, of 2 guys running into each other.
Mike Marshall is your referee tonight. As he sorts it out, his fellow referees, here's the call. So they call it on the offensive player, Tanner Zimmerman.
We're going to watch this at the bottom of your screen. You're going to see Zimmerman right here just run in to the corner who was flat-footed. I think this should just be a no call right here.
J.C. Alvarenga had the coverage, and there was the contact, and they called the penalty on the offensive player, so it'll be 1st and 25. McGavran keeping it on the quarterback read option, and it's a limited gain as he is flung down on the play. Making the stop was J.R. Wesley, the nose guard, number 68 in green.
Wesley, nice job of making that play, shedding the block inside, because McGavran thought he had a hole to cut that up and threw the offensive lineman to the side and stuffed him short there.
Favreau in the backfield. Now going in motion out of the backfield. They'll throw it to him in the flat. It's a block on the edge, and he's run out near midfield and get about 7 yards on that quick pass and run. Favreau, known more for his running, but can receive the ball. That's his 9th catch of the year. He has 2 receiving touchdowns on the year. 3rd down and 17, and this will help if you're Olathe West. As encroachment by Shawnee Mission South will cost them 5.
Offside, defense, 5-yard penalty.
Nice job with the hard count to get yourself an extra free 5 yards and make this 3rd and 12. It's still 3rd and long, but much more manageable here for the Owls.
Gavrin hit as he throws, and the pass is juggled and caught by Tanner Zimmerman. He's inside the 10 and caught down near the 5-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal. It's a 40-yard play, and a juggling catch by Zimmerman, but he's able to reel it in. And now on the doorstep are the Owls.
Nice throw by McGavern, but you may have been able to hear on the audio, everybody from Shawnee Mission South was yelling, "Watch the wheel." The man-to-man coverage on the outside, a miscommunication, and they let Zimmerman run wide open down the middle of the field.
And McGavrin keeping it and taking it into the end zone for the first points of the game. It'll be a 5-yard rushing touchdown by sophomore backup quarterback Mason McGavrin. And a big pass on a 3rd down and long, and now a rushing touchdown, and the sophomore looking good here early, subbing in for the injured Alex Berg. Louis McMullen in for the extra point try, and he splits the uprights. And good start for Olathe West here at Seaback.
Well, I think it's a great start for Olathe West, Kevin. Specifically for your starting quarterback being out. Mason McGavrin, you mentioned they have a lot of confidence in him, and it showed on that drive. The Olathe West Owls overcoming that offensive pass interference penalty to finish off the drive with the Mason McGavrin touchdown plunge.
Yeah, you thought they were in big trouble facing that 3rd down and long. Then they get the penalty yardage and the encroachment, and then hit the big pass to Tanner Zimmerman as he redeems himself after getting that penalty. Goes for 40 down to the 5, and then McGavrin from 5 yards out scores the rushing touchdown. He said his strong suit was rushing the football. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, and just a great start confidence-wise, too, with him throwing the football on that drive.
Tanner Steenbach will kick off for Olathe West. And, of course, Mr. 4-4 in the 40, Kai Edwards, the deep man, took one back 86 yards last week against Shawnee Mission Northwest. So he is the deep man, hovering around the 7-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to me tonight, Kevin, to see if they try to kick the football away from him or what they're going to do.
I would avoid number 4, but they're going to give Kai a try from the 4-yard line.
Got a hole.
And there he goes, and he is just stopped just shy of the midfield marker there, as that's the kicker that has to make the stop. You're just playing with fire there, aren't you? Kicking it to Kai Edwards?
I think you are. After what he did a week ago and with his speed, and there was a huge hole here, and he hits it. And the kicker making the last really touchdown-saving tackle.
45 yards on the return. This guy is a big play waiting to happen. Kai Edwards. Mark mentioned he had 4 touchdowns last week, 3 receiving and a kickoff return. So try to get him involved. Mason Close is your quarterback. And he's going to run it, and not much doing, back to the line of scrimmage. And then he stopped right there. As making the stop was the linebacker, Mike Anderson, one of the inside linebackers for the Owls, along with Sam Butler, the athletic director, Pat Butler's son. So Mason will go to the sideline for the play. His older brother is the tight end Max Close. Second down and long for the Raiders. 0-4 on the year. Going to get a road win tonight. As here's Brett Connor This is pretty much his game. He's a north-south, hard-nosed runner. Probably their most improved player on offense, and gets a nice gain. Just shy of the 45 of Olathe West.
You hit it on the head, Kevin, with Brett Connor. He's going to stick his foot in the ground and get north and south, as you saw it right there on that play, and we're going to see it over the course of tonight. He's going to be extremely decisive on where he wants to go and picking the hole, put his head down and use that power.
Third down and short for the Raiders. Their first drive of the game. Close to throw. Has his man. That's Kai Edwards, the first down. Then run out of bounds inside the 35. Spotting him near the 33-yard line. A gain of about 12. So they go to their go-to wide receiver on third down and convert.
You're going to see Kai Edwards line up in the slot a lot. That's where they like to operate him. This time just running a shallow drag route. They like the matchups of being able to use him in space with two-way goes on routes with his speed. You saw it right there picking up the first down.
Say Kai is a Division I prospect. He's got the 4.4 speed. He's an excellent student. He was honorable mention all Sunflower last year. First down, quick pass to the outside. And a flag is down. That is Chase Nash with the catch and limited gain. Not much doing there, but once again, the penalty flag going to be the important factor as far as this play is concerned. And it's a holding penalty coming up on the Raiders.
I think this is right at the point of the attack right here. The receiver, you see his arms are extended.
That's Miles Macklin. So that'll move the ball back to the 42-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 20 for the Raider offense. They average 24 points per game, 337 yards per game, but they're -8 in turnover ratio, so they've kind of shot themselves in the foot, according to their coaching staff this year. Pitch it out. Connor with room on the edge. And Connor spun down at the 29-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. Get some of the penalty yardage back.
Well, watch Mason Close here. Does a nice job. There was nobody on the edge, and he did a great job of attacking with that option and making the defenders for Olathe West make a decision. Both of them took the quarterback, able to pitch that out to Connor for the nice gain.
Nice stop by Kobe Poindexter, returning starter. Player that was second-team all-conference last year. Is Close going to throw, and the pass, oh, the diving attempt not made by his older brother, Max. Incomplete.
Well, he had two wide receivers open. His brother Max, who he just threw the football to. But he also had Kai Edwards, I mentioned, operating out of the slot with two-way goes, ran a corner route, and had about 3 steps on his defender as well, but just unable to connect with his brother Max right there, the tight end.
Third down and 7 facing the Raider offense. New offensive coordinator is Hall of Fame coach Bob Lisher. Setting up the screen pass, going to be intercepted. Stepping in front of the running back that time. And picking off the pass was big number 99, Trevor Vincent, the defensive end, Mark Boerichter.
Well, this was well played defensively. They read screen on the defensive line, and you see Vincent right there in the top of your screen, realize it, retreat and get a little bit of depth, and Mason Close threw it right to him on the interception. But a nice defensive play right there by the Owls, reading screen, and by Trevor Vincent retreating, finding where the back was, and putting himself in the throwing lane.
4th interception thrown by Close, and McGavran and the Owl offense back out. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. And the quarterback read option. McGavran maybe a yard. This is an offense that TJ O'Neill, the head coach, is in charge of. Now their passing coordinator is Evan Gray. They average 25 points per game, 339 yards per game. But they're plus on the turnover ratio for the year. They're +3. From the 35, second down. Quick pass to Favreau, and he's immediately tackled, and he'll lose yardage. That's Brett Connor, the outside linebacker. He's been aggressive tonight, and it paid off on this play.
Well, he's been really aggressive, but he does a nice job of reading this and just flowing straight down the line of scrimmage, reading where the back was going, and Favreau and coming up and making the tackle.
It's lost back to the 28-yard line. Connor, of course, the starting running back. Senior, plays outside linebacker. Has an interception and a couple of fumbles caused. Now third down and long, and this pass is incomplete. The receiver that time could not make the catch. Juggling attempt by Reggie Dennis, and it falls incomplete. It'll be a fourth down and punting time for the Owls. As the passing game kind of went awry there, a couple of screen passes that didn't work out.
Well, Olathe West was expecting pressure from Shawnee Mission South, and they got it, but the pressure came from the linebackers on the inside as opposed to the outside where they were trying to run the screen.
Steenbach, your punter, averaging over 40 yards per punt. Uriah James on one hop, and he'll take it. Only a 3-yard return after the punt. This one a 32-yard punt. And now the Raiders will get it back. So the interception by Close did not hurt them. And now their offense get back at it. We're talking about the offensive coordinator, Bob Lisher, Hall of Fame coach at Lawrence Free State, retired. Went and coached at William Chrisman. And now back with his former defensive coordinator. There's Coach Lisher, the Hall of Famer, coached at Blue Valley North and Lawrence Free State. Back with his mentee, I guess. His pass to the outside is caught by Miles Macklin. And he's able to get a yard, but this is a relationship that dates back to high school. Brett Orbazan went to Lawrence High, played for Coach Freeman, Bill Freeman there. His defensive coordinator was Bob Lisher. And when he got the head coaching job at Blue Valley North, Coach Orbazan went there. When he was at Lawrence Free State, he went there. So these guys have had a long-term relationship, 15 years coaching, but it dates back to their high school days. Second down, long, second down and 8 for this Raider offense. Connor, the right hip of the quarterback, Close, rolling, throwing down the field, and the pass too tall for Macklin, incomplete.
Well, I think Close would like to have this one back. I loved how they moved him out of the pocket here. Ran a couple of out routes from the inside slot receivers, and Miles Macklin was open over the top. But Mason Close just missed him.
Jonathan Davis had the coverage. Crowd making some noise. The crowd rules tonight in Olathe. 4 tickets per football player, band member, and cheerleaders. It's limited capacity. Pressing the edge, pitching it out to Connor, trying to turn up the field. He's not going to get the first down as he's ridden down there. Nice play by Casey Marlette, the outside linebacker, making the stop and denying the first down for South. Number 47 in blue.
They're going back to the option play. Nice pursuit by Olathe West to make that play.
Marlette, 15 total tackles. A good job on the defense. Craig Gorel is your defensive coordinator. Just a quick kick down the field by Close. This is going to trickle too much into the end zone for a touchback. So you see a lot of teams incorporating the quarterback and keep the other team guessing. Close taking advantage of the field turf roll, but too much, and it'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Olathe West offense.
You know, Kevin, you mentioned a lot of teams are going to that nowadays. A lot of it's to keep the defense on the field, and if you get a look that you like in a 3rd and short situation, 3rd and 5 situation, you go ahead and run the play. But your default is always to go ahead and quick kick it and try to play the field position game. Just unfortunate there, got a little too much roll.
Favreau in the backfield. And this will be Favreau pounding ahead. And he'll get a quick 5 yards on a 1st down run. Had 16 touchdowns, 1,300 yards last year, did Favreau. And they say he's pound for pound one of the strongest players on the team. Definite college potential. Averaged 7.3 yards per carry last year, 7.0 yards per carry this year, so he's consistent. And there he goes again, 1st down and more. Favreau turning on the speed, finally tripped up by Uriah James, a saving shoestring tackle as he's out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 19 yards.
Olathe West did a fantastic job up front, pulled 2 offensive linemen, created a nice hole, and all Favreau had to do was run through it in that situation. Great work up front by the Owls.
And early movement by the defensive end close in the neutral zone. That's the second of that
Offside.
penalty variety.
5-yard penalty.
See the
Repeat down.
They've utilized this hard count a couple times already tonight here early in the 1st quarter. They've had the defense moving on all 3 times when they've tried to use it and have gotten 2 penalties out of it.
1st and 5, and throwing a high ball to a tall receiver and making the catch is Zimmerman right near the 1st down stake. Tanner goes 6'4", needed all of it here for this catch.
He did, just a big body on the outside. I was marveling at how long his arms are, Kevin, when I was down on the field during pregame. Nice size advantage on the outside.
They say he's just a little bit short. 2nd down. And this running play will get him a 1st down with Favreau busting through. You talk about the whole weightlifting situation. Tell you what, the coaches say, Kevin, we haven't been in the weight room since March, so don't ask me a lot of weight questions, what guys power clean, what their squat is. These teams have had to take their stuff outside and do their lifting that way. I'm sure they want to get back in the weight room eventually. The pitch is a little behind Favreau, and nice play by Max Close. It'll be a tackle for a loss of a couple.
I mentioned the big body of Tanner Zimmerman as a receiver on the outside, but Max Close has a big body as well. 6'4", 230 pounds on the outside. Does a nice job getting contained or keeping contained on the outside and using his athletic ability for that tackle for loss.
And that's the end of the 1st quarter with Olathe West leading Shawnee Mission South 7-0. As you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Kevin White, Mark Borichter, and their entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew at CBAC, as they call it, the College Boulevard Activity Center. Olathe West Band in the house, entertaining the folks, also the cheerleaders here. Those are some news stories. Some of the games we haven't seen cheerleaders or band, and hey, it's just good to be playing some Friday night football here in the Sunflower Conference as Olathe West playing host to Shawnee Mission South. 7-0 ball game. Points coming on the 1st drive of the game. A rushing touchdown by the backup quarterback McGavran. Getting ready to start play in your 2nd quarter. Olathe West will have the football. And they're on the plus side of the 50. It'll It'll be a 2nd down and 12 play for McGavran in the offense. Keep it on the ground, not much doing there. Nice job there by Connor. And Nash on the outside, making the stop. There is Brett Connor. They say this guy is one of their most hardest working players in their program. He's a real overachiever. Third down and 11. Gavin looking near side, and the pass is caught, and it's close to the first down on the home sideline by Frazier, the wide receiver. And it still looks like they're a little bit short, though. 4th down.
Good job on the route by Frazier, pushing this up. McGavran delivers a strike. It's a great football throw right there, right on the money. Unfortunately, just a yard short.
They will go on 4th down and 1. And this play is stopped. They do not get it as the linebacker, Ben Danaher, their leading tackler for the last 2 years, makes a stop in the backfield, and the ball goes over on downs to Shawnee Mission
Watch
South.
this play by Danaher coming in. You're going to see him right here come flying in, reading this dive play for Shawnee Mission South. That's a tremendous play by Danaher right there.
He's one of the leading tacklers in the whole Sunflower Conference last year, but the team was only 2-7, and Coach Orbazan knows that you want to get your guys on the first team. You got to win some games, as they'll give it off to Kai Edwards on a delayed give, and he runs it across the 40, and it's about 9 yards. Kind of an interesting play there. Where'd he come from? Was he in the slot and he came back and took a handoff?
He's the lone receiver down to the right-hand side of the screen right here in the slot. If you want to look at it this way, it's a delayed reverse, right, or a kind of a draw reverse. Quarterback makes it look like they're running, but they're going to throw the football. Really, it's just a draw play out of a counter and a reverse.
Good things happen when Kai Edwards gets the football. He is some kind of player for them. Play action by Close. Pass going to be deflected and nearly intercepted by the linebacker, and that was Mike Anderson. Got his hands on it, nearly got it on the rebound.
We mentioned nearly got it on the rebound. Anderson's coming from the backside. Oh, Mason Close just doesn't see him. You know Anderson wants that one back.
Heard an interesting note about him, a state champion bowler as a freshman. He said his grandfather taught him bowling, and he's a heck of a bowler. Now 3rd down and short. They're going to run it short side with the quarterback Close, and looks like he has enough for the first down. Does Mason Close. He's not the biggest runner of the football, more of a passer, but able to convert on 3rd down and short. Both the Close brothers are big basketball guys. First and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Shawnee Mission South offense. Stepping up against the pressure, looking for Kai Edwards, and he makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. So again, Kai Edwards making a big play. Go for 34 yards. Beg your pardon, 31 yards. And it'll be a first and 10.
Out and up to the outside, and really decent coverage because the corner didn't bite on the out move. But you saw the speed of Kai Edwards right there, getting past the coverage anyway. That's a big pickup right there for Shawnee Mission South.
Yeah, 31 yards and a first down at the 23-yard line. Quarterback trying to keep it there, and a lot of blue jerseys flying around. Vincent wrapped him up. The defensive lineman who has that interception earlier, number 99. And they'll actually lose a yard. It'll be a 2nd down and 11.
Well, the Raiders really wanted to run that option that they've run to the wide side of the field. But Grant Finley came off the edge with pressure from his safety position and really blew up that play. Mason Close had to tuck it and run it up inside.
See bodies checking in and out of the game. Mandava, the move in from Tennessee, lining up in the middle. As Close being pressured from the backside, throws, diving attempt, and they'll say it's a catch by Max Close. So the little brother connects with the older brother, and it's going to be third down and short.
This is a great throw by Mason Close, feeling the pressure coming off the backside, rolling out to his left, opposite of his arm, and getting that football out to the tight end, his brother, Max.
Still need a couple of yards. Third down and 2 for the Shawnee Mission South Raiders. 0-4 on the year. First ever meeting with Olathe West. Trying to even this ball game up, but trying to convert on third down and short first. As here's Connor, and not going to do it, as he is shut down on the play by Grant Finley, the strong safety. And it's going to be fourth down and 2. No gain on that last run by Connor.
Well, Olathe West ramping up the pressure on the outside from their safety and secondary positions, just like they did 2 plays ago, bringing Grant Finley off the edge. Defensive play call right there in that situation.
No field goal unit coming up. They will go for it on fourth down and 2 from the 15-yard line. Give it off to Connor, and Connor going to be stuffed. Ball over on downs to Olathe West as he was gang tackled. I think Vincent led the charge. Also Grant Finley was there as well. So fourth and 2, it goes for naught.
Well, this play was just too slow to develop with the safety coming off the edge again and Finley. So there was nowhere for Brett Connor to bounce that ball outside with that pressure coming in from Olathe West there. Had to come up inside. Nowhere for him to go. That's a turnover on downs.
So first and 10 from the 16 for the Owl offense. Pitching out to Favreau. Cuts it up, running room, and there goes Anthony into the secondary and off to the races. And he's going to take it to the house for the touchdown. There is a flag down on the play near midfield. Let's see what this is all about. Be 84 yards on the touchdown, but the flag is down on the field.
On the play, holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Right here at the bottom. It's right there at the end when he gets the call, because he's inside the framework, and you can grab the jersey inside the framework.
First and 10 from the 37. The pass to the near side is caught. And running for a first down after the catch was Elijah Blewett, a senior wide receiver. He was involved in that last play, and this is a nice catch and run for the first down for the Owls.
This is a nice catch, going up, climbing the ladder, and getting that ball at the highest point.
Just shy of midfield, first and 10. Quarterback McGavran running into Close after a gain of maybe a yard on the play.
Don't let him block you, Tackle for the Raiders, number 11, Max Close, gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Max Close from his defensive end position, holding the line of attack. Or excuse me, the point of attack right there. Shedding the blocker as McGavran kept it on the option.
Running play is run by Reggie Dennis. And he's tackled there by Nick Breckenridge, the free safety. Still need a few yards for the first down, but it was a good open field stop because Dennis had some running room there, but free safety, the sophomore, making a nice play. Now 3rd down and short.
The Raiders are showing some pressure up inside here with the linebackers.
The Raiders need to stay on side, though. They've been flagged for a couple of encroachment penalties. They don't want to give one away here. Pitch it out to Favreau, getting to the edge and able to acquire the 1st down before he's run out of bounds on his own sideline.
Kevin, here's one thing about using the double count. When I say double count, trying to draw him offside first and then looking to the sideline, making the defense dictate to you what their plan is, and they showed pressure up inside with their middle linebackers. Olathe West recognized that, changed the play, realized they had numbers to the outside, and threw that swing pass.
From the 39, 1st and 10. Now the ball is loose. The exchange between the quarterback and running back didn't work out, but Favreau ended up with the football. This is a juggling act here.
McGavern just doesn't get this ball secured, but it takes a friendly bounce right to Favreau.
Able to get it back to the line of scrimmage where it's 2nd down and 10. Reggie Dennis in the backfield. Reggie, a senior running back. Gavin turning it up. The outside linebacker, Chase Nash, read it well. And only about 2 or 3 yards gain. There you see Chase Nash, who has 5 tackles for a loss. That's 2nd best on the team. Interesting play call here, Mark. It's 3rd down and 8. Kind of in no man's land as far as field goal or punting situation.
Watch for the double count here as well.
Out of the gun, throwing down the field. The pass is caught for a 1st down to the 25-yard line by Tanner Zimmerman. And it'll be a gain of 12 and move the chains for West.
Well, the influence of the swing to the running back really opened up the window right here for Tanner Zimmerman, because he's coming on the in route, but the swing route by Reggie Dennis on the outside pulled the linebacker and opened up that window so McGavern could get him a football.
6'4", 190, and there's Reggie Dennis into the 2nd level, and Reggie Dennis into the end zone for a Olathe West touchdown, 25 yards. Reggie Dennis with a burst off the left side. It's his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And 2 touchdowns in the books now for Olathe West as they lead it 13-0 PAT by McMullen Pending. Two for 2 for Louis on the PATs.
Well, Olathe West, first of all, gets the job done up front. Dennis hits the hole, and then in the secondary, it's all him. That little cut right there at about the 10-yard line from the secondary player. He just got outside. You're going to see right there, stuck his foot in the ground, little jump cut to the outside, got him into the end zone.
And used the old stiff arm. I think the stiff arm got some, I don't know, revival with Derrick Henry putting one on Josh Norman. Don't see the younger guys using the stiff arm as much, but it worked effectively there for Dennis.
It did work there for Dennis too, but when you're as big as Derrick Henry is, it's a perfect weapon to be able to use when you're as big as strong as him. But Dennis used it right there as well, and then the nice cut at about the 10-yard line to get him outside into green space to get in the end zone.
Overcoming penalties tonight, the big story for Olathe West. Thought they had the long Favreau 84-yard touchdown run. That was waved off with a penalty, but able to still work it down the field and convert. Steenbrock to kick it off. Will he kick it to Kai Edwards? Mark Boerichter says that is not the wisest of plans, but they feel like they can handle it. This one will get away from him and get in the end zone for a touchback. They gave him a chance there.
I'm not so sure that's what they were trying to do on the opening kickoff, Kevin, when we were or after the first touchdown. Sorry.
They're trying to kick it away
from
him?
Away from him
Okay.
like that for a touchback. They just didn't get it there.
This time they were able to keep it away from Kai, and now here comes Close and the offense back out, trying to get back in this ball game. Their last drive was their best drive, but they were stopped on a 4th down and short inside the red zone. So trying to redeem themselves in this drive. Connor in the backfield. Edwards is lined up to the left of the quarterback in the slot. They'll give it off to Connor. Not much doing as he is shut down on the play. Vincent having a nice game tonight. Has had the interception as a defensive end. Also involved in the stop was the linebacker Mike Anderson.
Well, this is an important drive for Shawnee Mission South right here. Turning the ball over on downs at about the 6-yard line, their previous drive.
Close, throwing to the outside, and Macklin can't hang on. It's incomplete. Little bubble screen or wide receiver screen, and it's like maybe he was starting to turn it up the field before he was able to latch onto the football.
Well, Miles Macklin heard footsteps of the guy coming from the inside defensively right there, and he mentioned, Kevin, I think he was trying to pluck that ball out of the air and try to avoid the hit and get upfield before securing the catch.
This team has struggled converting 3rd downs. Trying to convert a 3rd down and 8. Stepping up against the pressure, throwing down the field. Edwards can't run under the pass. It's incomplete. Kriskowski had the coverage, the free safety for the Owls. It's going to be 4th down and 8, under 3 to play before Hy-Vee at the half. We'll have the numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores.
Mason Close didn't really get the time he wanted or needed right there. He had to step up in the pocket and kind of throw that football on the move and just miss Kai Edwards as he was waiting for him to get open and work the secondary player.
Punting unit out. And there's Close, the quarterback, sending it down the field. And the return by Kriskowski. And a flag is down as he's down the sidelines and finally bumped out inside the 25. Some big hitting there, but it looks like this is coming back as, once again, the flags are pink tonight for breast cancer awareness. Your official in charge is wearing a lot of breast cancer awareness on his uniform tonight. That's Mike Marshall. And the penalty coming up on Olathe West.
During the return, block in the back on blue, be 1st down.
You're going to see it right here, just to the left of your screen. That was the block in the back. Just the push allowed him to get to the outside. So another big play, though, for Olathe West, getting called back by a penalty. They've been able to overcome them here in the first half. We'll see if they do it again.
They have all their timeouts. And McGavin, the quarterback, running it off the right side. And he'll get yardage near the 47-yard line. Gain about 3 yards by Mason McGavin. If you're just tuning in and you're saying, isn't Alex Burge their quarterback? He's out with injury tonight, so the sophomore is replacing him in the lineup. Pass to the outside, right at the stake, and it's caught right near the 1st down by Tanner Zimmerman. And I tell you, this guy looks like a tight end out on the field when you see him up close, because he is a big dude out there.
Well, he is a big dude, and simple pitch and catch
It's going to be
from McGavin to him.
He spotted the football 2 yards shy. So spot not in favor of the Owls, and they'll run for the 1st down instead with Favreau as he's able to get yardage to the 45. That'll be enough for an Olathe West 1st down.
Kevin, you mentioned the 3 timeouts remaining. for Olathe West. 1:33 to go here. They're going to go ahead and take the timeout.
So they'll burn the timeout.
Initially, it looked like they were going to try to get back up on the football quick and run another play tempo-wise, knowing they had those 3 timeouts. But Coach O'Neill electing to go ahead and take their first.
Coming up at halftime, we've got Hy-Vee at the half. Take a look at your Hy-Vee Player of the Week and run down the first half highlights and stats in this Sunflower League action between Olathe West and Shawnee Mission South. Part of our Hy-Vee at the half. TJ O'Neill at quarterback, back in his high school days at Salina Central. Played for a couple of state championships as a junior. He lost in triple overtime to Coach Rampy and Blue Valley, but came back the next year, his senior year, and won a state championship as they were able to beat in the 5A state title game. I believe that was Fort Scott in '99. Pass down the field. Oh, just off the left hand of the intended receiver, Luke Bishop. That's incomplete.
A little hitch and go to the outside. Trying to get the Raider defense to bite on the pump fake. Just out of the reach of Bishop.
The second down and 10. And that'll be the 3rd encroachment penalty. This is on a nose guard.
Offside.
J.R. Wesley.
5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Second down and 5. J.R. listening to the quarterback, I'd imagine. McGavran will use the hard count effectively here in the first half against Shawnee Mission South. There's Favreau busting up the middle. Favreau running between the hashes. And he'll get tackled from behind at the 20. The ball came out. Big pile up near the 15. Let's see who's got this football. South defenders are signaling they have it. And looks like it's Luke Bishop coming away and saving the day for Olathe West down the field.
This is one of the pitfalls when you cut back. And I know Favreau's just doing a nice job of making guys miss, but it's always the guy that comes from behind that gets it on a fumble, and that was Max Close right there. It's always the guy behind you don't see coming that has the opportunity to strip the football. Max Close is a big dude at 6'4", 230 pounds, pursuing from his defensive end position right here. Does a nice job of getting that right arm in and punching that football out.
But there's a lot of opportunities for South to get on this ball, and they are not able to. And Bishop at the bottom of the pile scrums it out for Olathe West.
Yeah, it looked like South was going to jump on that.
I thought Nick Breckenridge had a good chance.
He had it in his hands, and all the bodies flying in there. The ball just kept squirting out. And Olathe West able to come out of there with it, with Luke Bishop.
And they take the timeout. And now we'll have it 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Olathe West leading. A couple of rushing touchdowns, one by their quarterback McGavran, the other one by Reggie Dennis. And now McGavran floating a fade, and the receiver going down in the end zone, and no flags, incomplete. That was Frazier, the wide receiver, and the coverage by Alvarenga for South.
Well, I have a look of bewilderment on my face right now because I think this was pass interference on the corner to start. Although Frazier did get a hand in a shoulder pad and pull him down at the end as well. But I thought there was initial contact by the corner.
Favreau taken down there by Alex Pavlou, the inside linebacker, second leading tackler on the team. So Danaher there as well. Only a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Clock under a minute before halftime. Trying to get some points on the Owls. Swing pass to Favreau. And nice play by Connor in the open field. And now let's see if they can use their timeout and take a field goal attempt.
Well, early in this game, Olathe West was taking advantage of the aggressiveness of Brett Connor getting up the football field. Connor's made the adjustment now, playing a little bit more behind the line of scrimmage and down the line of scrimmage, reacting, not getting outflanked by the running back. That's a great play by Brett Connor in that situation.
Actually, a loss of 2. It'll be 4th down and 10. Still 24 seconds to go before halftime after the Owl timeout. Just talking to their field goal kicker in practice. He said he's 1 for 2 with a long of 24. And he said he can hit from 40 in practice. So this is well within his range if they choose to kick the field goal. But we'll see number 16 running out there for Olathe West. Well, there he is. Yeah, he is out there. So they will try the field goal, and looks like they're going to put the tee down at the 22. So a 32-yard attempt. This would be the season long for Louis McMullen.
In warm-ups, he was really struggling from the right hash.
Well, this is where he's kicking from, the right hash. And he sends it up. And it is no good. So you're right. The right hash has been a problem for number 16. And Louis is now 1 for 3 in field goal attempts as he is disgruntled as he jogs off the field.
Well, Kevin, that's a huge stop right there, though, by Shawnee Mission South.
Keeps them in the game.
Field goal attempt, down 14-0. You're going to get the ball back to start the second half because you won the toss and elected to defer. Wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and kneel on this football here. Take this to halftime, down 14-0, but you're back in it. Great defensive stand.
Quarterback will run it. That is close. And he'll get it out to the 24-yard line. That should be the final play of your second quarter. Wouldn't you know, somebody's going to take a timeout. Yes, we will take a timeout. They say the clock went to zeros in the stadium, but the White Hat is saying we're going to put 2 seconds up, and Shawnee Mission South will take the timeout. You can't take those with you, so they decided to use the timeout. Coach Lisher talking things over with his offense as we got Hy-Vee at the half just around the corner. Player of the week, numbers and highlights, all brought to you by Hy-Vee.
You've got tight end Max Close and Kai Edwards split out down here to the bottom of the screen.
And look to the other side and throw to Uriah James, too tall, incomplete. He got a left hand on it, left glove, but couldn't reel it in, and that is halftime here at Seaback on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Sunflower Conference action between Olathe West and Shawnee Mission South, and a couple of rushing touchdowns, the difference in this one. First, the backup quarterback, McGavran, short touchdown run, and then a big burst of 25 yards by Reggie Dennis. Owls shutting out the Raiders at halftime. Welcome back to Hy-Vee at the half. A couple of rushing touchdowns for Olathe West. And time now for your Hy-Vee first half highlights.
Well, Kevin, Mason McGavran making his first start here for Olathe West. Got off to a really good start in the first quarter. connecting here with Tanner Zimmerman that set up this first score on the 5-yard plunge by McGavern. And Shawnee Mission South came back and had an opportunity, but a great play by Vincent on the outside on the screen. And then Shawnee Mission South got started getting the football to Kai Edwards on the outside. They've got to get him the ball a little bit more here in the second half as well. He's their big playmaker. And then this is right before the drive I mentioned before, with Shawnee Mission South stalling just inside the 10-yard line of Olathe West, and that led to this Reggie Dennis touchdown, which puts the score where we're at right now at halftime, Kevin, at 14-0 for the Owls.
Fans bundled up, a chilly night here in Olathe. Hy-Vee at the half will continue, as we'll have the first half numbers in this Sunflower Conference matchup right after this. Welcome back to Hy-Vee at the half. It's a 2-touchdown lead for Olathe West over Shawnee Mission South. Sunflower Conference football for 2020. Let's take a look at the first half numbers in this matchup here, and what jumps out at you, Mark?
Well, I think the rushing yards for Olathe West, 138, getting it done on the ground. The penalties, 3 for 40. Those were big-time penalties that they were able to overcome. There was a pass interference penalty in there. There was a block in the back, and there was a holding penalty that took away a touchdown from that standpoint. And the one turnover really for Shawnee Mission South is key as well. But the amount of first down, Shawnee Mission South really just had that one drive where they got things going, and we saw that pass to Kai Edwards that got them going. They need to get him the football some more here in the second half. Find a way to get him the ball in space. Let him utilize his speed, but really it's been Olathe West on the ground right now. That's the difference in this game.
One of the big stars in the first half, running back Anthony Favreau, the junior tailback, had a nice first half for the Owls.
We had a great first half for the Owls. We mentioned him in the open for a reason, and this is his first big run into the open field. Chunk yardage play, 12 rushes for 76 here in the first half. And this big long one was the one that actually got called back for the touchdown because of the holding penalty. Or he'd have a lot more here in the first half as well. But he's really been the story on the ground. And then the recipient of a little bit of luck and help from his teammates on the fumble down the field as well. But he's had a nice night here in the first half, Kevin.
Teams are back out in the field, getting stretched out, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. And what about the first half by the substitute quarterback in a rare start here? Alex Burge is out with injury, and Mason McGavern, what about your thoughts on his first half play?
Well, I think he's been efficient in here in the first half. 10 rushes for 30 yards and the touchdown, as we saw, 9 of 14. Throwing the football for just under 100 yards. He's been efficient. He's given them everything they want out of him. You know, don't make any mistakes here. So far in the first half, he hasn't. He's done a good job, made smart decisions with the football, and he's protected the football in the running game as well. You mentioned, Kevin, he's a little bit more known for his running skills, but I've been impressed with the decisions he's made, and I credit the coaching staff as well for that, putting him in some situations where there are high percentage throws to give him confidence as they continue to go along.
There's Burge in his leather jacket, sitting out tonight with injury. As we get the second half underway, Pat Butler, the athletic director at Olathe West, and Dr. John Johnson of Shawnee Mission South helping us out. Broadcast tonight.
Kevin, keep an eye on this. They're teeing the football up on the hash. A little different kickoff formation here to start the second half for Olathe West.
We've seen him kick away from Kai Edwards, who had that 86-yard return last week, and this time they'll go short and to an up man at the 18-yard line. That's Uriah James, and he'll get 7 yards in the return, and the offense will start 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Mason Close in the offense, checking out. Backfield will be Brett Connor at running back. Uriah James, Kai Edwards, and Miles Macklin, the 3 wide receiver set. Tight end will be Max Close, older brother of the quarterback. As Macklin throwing, it's caught by an offensive lineman, actually the center, Harley Whitrod. As Macklin caught it in the backfield. Is he an eligible receiver? I wouldn't think so. This is Keystone Cops here.
And there's now a penalty flag down because it was. They're trying to go to a double pass here deep in their own territory to get something going. And Macklin just threw this ball up for grabs. And unfortunately,
that was the center that caught the ball.
yeah, and really it's an illegal touching by him anyway. He can't really just knock the football down in that situation either. He's really kind of got no choice.
Illegal touching on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the spot. Repeat the down.
So it's unfortunate for him because whether he catches it or just knocks it down, it's still going to be an illegal touching because he's got an ineligible number.
The official's still spotting the football, I think. Mike Marshall is your referee tonight.
That will include a loss of down. Second down.
So they lose the down, lose the yardage. They come out with a gadget play that backfires. And it'll be 2nd down and 20, back to the 15-yard line. Here's Connor, delayed handoff. Sam Butler, the linebacker, #1 in his class, his senior class. Very good student. And he is the 2nd leading tackler on this Olathe West defense. 3rd down and 15. Boy, a 3rd down conversion huge if you're South. Close, gonna take off and run, and he runs right into Kobe Poindexter, the defensive end, who went for the strip instead of the tackle because he had reinforcements there. But ball will stay with South, and they're gonna be 3 and out. There's Kobe right there, number 80. Those defensive ends always trying to strip the quarterbacks, punting unit.
Kevin, they were trying to go to Kai Edwards on the outside. They had one-on-one coverage. Unfortunately, they were just running a slant. Nowhere to go with the football.
Kriskowski from the 49 on the return. It's a 28-yard punt. Nice return by Kriskowski. He cuts it back, and he's still on his feet, and he'll spin it in for a punt return touchdown. Will Kriskowski takes it 49 yards to the house. And the Owls with a big play on special teams from their free safety, the junior Will Kriskowski.
Well, they ran the punt return again back to the field. Saw this in the first half with a block in the back. Penalty brought it back. But this time it was all the Owls.
McMullen, perfect on PATs, has missed a field goal tonight, but it's 21-0, the home team. And it's a punt return touchdown for Will Kriskowski.
Well, once Kriskowski gets to the outside here, he's got the defense of the punt return team right here outflanked, and then does a nice job of staying in bounds. Watch the plant cutting back, and then right here, the individual effort at the end on the spin and power to will his way into the end zone. So not the start here, Kevin, to the first half that Shawnee Mission South needed to have. A quick 3 and out. penalty on the first play on the attempted double pass with the illegal touching by the center. Then you punt the football away and give up the punt return for a touchdown.
That was just a great effort. Good blocking on it, but looked like Will was going to be tackled around the 5-yard line, and he was able to break that tackle and get it into the end zone for the special team score. And now Kai Edwards will be the deep man for Shawnee Mission South. I mentioned that he had an 86-yard kickoff return last week in their loss to Shawnee Mission Northwest. Seen the kick away from Kai. We've seen the short kick, and we've seen them kick to him. He had a long return of some 45 yards back in the first half. Let's see what's on the agenda this time. Again, a short kick that'll be fielded by an up man. This is speedy Uriah James. And good coverage by Olathe West, as it limits it to like a 3-yard return. And South will get it deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Spotted at the 29-yard line, so not bad field position for Close in the offense. Trying to get something going here as they trail now by 3 touchdowns. Close, quick pass, and Kai Edwards can't hang on. It's incomplete.
Kai Edwards has to make that catch. It's a good throw by Mason Close. High percentage. Quick little stick route inside. Probably just trying to run with the football before securing it because he had a little bit of space if he could wheel outside with his speed.
Close, completing 54% of his passes, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He has 1 interception in this game tonight. Play action, rolling and throwing and finding his brother. And that is Max for a first down out to the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the pass and catch. The Close brothers teaming up for a first down for Shawnee Mission South.
You may ask, why is this a high percentage throw? Because you're moving him outside the pocket, but you freeze the inside linebackers and outside linebackers with a little bit of play action, sneak the tight end up on a simple out route. And that's really pitch and catch for those brothers. They probably do that in the backyard all the time. That's a high percentage throw right there for Mason Close.
Mason the junior, Max the senior. And 1st and 10. They'll give it off to Kai Edwards. Needs a block, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Nice play, shoestring tackle. Kobe Poindexter. Nice play by the defensive end. Got the penetration and able to get the tackle for a loss.
This is a great play on the outside as well by Sam Butler, the outside lineman, the backer right there. Or excuse me, that was Casey Marlette, the safety. Really setting the edge, taking on 2 blockers, forcing that run back up inside.
Loss of 3, 2nd down and 13 for Shawnee Mission South. Close, buying time, throwing to the sideline, too tall for Uriah James. His coverage was very good there, and quarterback able to get rid of the ball. Nick Hutzler, junior cornerback, had good coverage. So Close throws it away and has to go talk to his offensive coordinator there on the sidelines, Coach Lisher. Seen a few quarterbacks do that. They run to the sideline to talk to the coach.
Well, right now, Olathe West defense is sitting on every intermediate route, Kevin. Because Shawnee Mission South has really not pushed the football up the field at all this game. You saw it right there. Good coverage in the secondary. Nowhere to go with the ball for Mason Close.
4 receivers set, 3 to the right of the quarterback, and now Close is going to tuck and run. Can he get the first down? Just a little bit short, it looks like. He needed to get to the 45. They're spotting him around the 47, so it's going to be 4th down and still about 2 yards facing the offense for the Shawnee Mission South Raiders, who averaged 24 points per game, but being shut out tonight by the Owls' strong defense.
This is a big play right here for South on this 4th and 2, Kevin, to stay in this football game.
Now they will go, or will they quick kick? We've seen Close do the quick kick. Fades back. Now he's going to throw deep for Edwards, who had a step, and the flag is down as there's going to be a pass interference call on Grant Finley, the strong safety. So they went for all the marbles there and went to their big play wide receiver, and that flag is down. And let's see what the call is from Mike Marshall.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. First down.
Well, this ball is late down the middle of the field because Mason Close had Kai Edwards wide open to begin with. I think there's a little bit of contact there by Finley. He didn't need to really make contact there, Kevin. But because Edwards was so far behind the coverage, he really had to hustle just to get there and couldn't get his head around in time.
On the 32, play action. Throwing to the sideline wide and incomplete to Kai Edwards. Second down and 10. This team needs some points to get back in this ball game.
Kevin, more importantly, too, that was 4th and 2, right? In that situation, that penalty is extending this drive for Shawnee Mission South.
When he faded back, I thought the punt was going to come out, but then kind of see it in your peripheral vision. Kai Edwards was breaking free down the middle of the field, and that's what the quarterback saw, and able to draw the penalty and get the 4th down conversion. Pitch it out to Connor, sealed up on the edge. Nice play by Finley, the strong safety, having a good game.
Where Olathe West is really having success defensively is with their safeties really playing aggressively up near the line of scrimmage. We've seen Finley come off the edge several times. That time right there, not coming off the edge, but coming up, forcing the run, taking the pitch man with his responsibility and making a sure tackle.
You know, this is a huge down and distance play. 3rd down and 5 for Shawnee Mission South. Quarterback on the read option, and he's thrown for a loss. Nice play there by Mike Anderson, the inside linebacker for the Owls.
Well, a little looping blitz, looping run blitz right there by Mike Anderson. Great defensive play call in that situation. He's right there on the zone read and sniffs out that play.
Now you're at 4th down and 8. Shawnee Mission South trying to get back in this game. 7.5 to go in your 3rd quarter. Close. Play action, rolling, throwing, has his brother, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. It'll be ball over on downs. Tight end makes the catch, but the tackle is made. And the defense holds up for Olathe West as another 4th down stop for the Owls defensively.
Well, this was the exact same play they ran earlier that I talked about being a high percentage throw. The difference on this one, though, was that Olathe West dialed up the blitz and brought pressure inside, which made Mason Close have to throw this ball a little bit before he wanted to. There was good coverage on the outside to bring down Max Close just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, just a few yards shy. So McGavran in the offense. Favreau to the left hip of the quarterback. 3 receivers deployed. This will be Favreau. He's taken down by the linebacker, Pavlu. After a nice gain on 1st down, he'll get yardage near the 28, about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And this Owls offense, a little tempo actually, getting over the ball quickly.
A little double count, trying to get the defense to declare.
Favreau fighting his way just across the 30-yard line.
Greg Taylor, the defensive end, with the initial contact. on Favreau coming down the line of scrimmage, making that play.
On third down, the pass to the sideline is caught by Blewett. He spun down, but not after getting the first down. Alvarenga with the tackle for South and moved the chains for Olathe West. Just quick pitch and catch there to Blewett. And they're able to convert.
I know they're able to convert, but this is a great tackle on the outside by Alvarenga, because if he doesn't make that tackle, that's a touchdown. That's a one-on-one situation for the corner. They give up the first down, but he eliminated the big play with the sure tackle.
McGavran now with sleeves on in the second half. And they'll run the ball up the middle. And McGavran, tough run, finishes it for 11 and a first down. Well, they said his strong suit was running the football, and he showed some toughness here for a first down for West.
Well, he certainly did. Designed quarterback run up inside. Right here, sees the hit coming, able to spin, put his shoulder down, and pick up the first down.
Did he have sleeves on in the first half? I don't remember him having the sleeves. So, guys, chilly night, decided to break out the sleeves. And here's Favreau. Favreau powers his way to the 46-yard line, a gain of about 5 or 6 yards. Favreau closing in on another 100-yard game. Second down and 5. Reggie Dennis in the backfield. He has a rushing touchdown at 25 yards in the first half, going on a fade down the field. And that's that matchup we saw on third down. Blewett against Alvarenga, and it's just too long, incomplete.
Yeah, just misses this one. Really a timing throw on the fade, taking a shot to Blewett. Just overthrows.
That leaves Olathe West at third down and 5. Gonna have the quarterback option run it. Not gonna get the first down. He's gonna be shy of the first down. Looked like Pavlu, the linebacker, got a hit on him. Also there was Harley Whitbrod. We saw have a reception in the third quarter. Harley plays both ways on the offensive line and the defensive line for Shawnee Mission South.
Kevin, this is a big play right here on fourth down. I know it's 21-0 right now for Olathe West, but if South can get a stop here and get the football back, they can get back in this game.
They're dominating the ground game. As there's Favreau using the stiff arm. And let's see where they're spotting this football.
This is going to be close.
Yeah. He ran across the 40, but he stepped out right at the first down marker. That would be the 41-yard line. You see him, look, you see him here run across the 40. You think he's got it comfortably, but unfortunately, I think he ran out at the 39. That's right at the mark. And now we'll have an official's timeout for a measurement.
Timeout for a measurement.
Yeah, it really looked like he got the first down there, Kevin, in that situation, but the spot might have been a little bit short.
Boy, if you're Shawnee Mission South and you're needing a break, you're hoping that he's a little bit short. Measurements on the home side of the field never good, but that reaction there means he's short, it looks like, Mark.
The measurement's short. First down.
So ball over on downs, just what the doctor ordered if you're Shawnee Mission South.
I want to give a great shout out to our camera crew right there, because you saw a shot of the football and the official waving his hand in between the nose of the football and
No
the
index
sticks,
card.
especially when you're on the sideline of Olathe West, right in front, what everybody's calling for. But watch where the football is here, and watch where his foot goes out. Right there is where he really goes out of bounds. I think it was spotted just a little bit short. It should have been a first down. That's a huge break right there for Shawnee Mission South in this situation.
So they'll take over on downs at their own 41-yard line. And close in the offense out. Looks like a passing set. 4 receivers deployed. Connor in the backfield. Close. Back to pass. Being pressured from the backside. And he'll throw it away over his brother's head. Well, Kai Edwards, the big play guy, been held in check. This is his season numbers coming in. He had 3 receiving touchdowns last week, but let's take a look at his numbers as far as tonight go. That's not all on the wide receiver, by the way. You know,
it's not in this situation.
He's been open
we saw the
tonight.
pass interference the last possession for them. You know, that extended the drive for South, where he was wide open and the ball was just late getting to him, and they were trying to throw the football to him there on that last play.
2nd down and 10. There's Connor. Throw back to the quarterback close. Another gadget play. This time it works. And the quarterback will run for a first down into Olathe West territory before he is a run out on the play. Making the defensive stop was Jonathan Davis, the junior.
Well, South at this point needs to get something going offensively, and I like this gadget call a little better than I did the one to start the second half here. A little higher percentage, and most importantly, picks up a first down.
And he gets it on the plus side of the 50, and his team trying to take advantage of a 4th down stop and get back in this game. Close. Buying time, now throwing across the middle, diving attempt by his brother, and it is a catch at the 30-yard line, 14 yards and a first down. Some big catches. Your older brother bailing you out on some tough throws, and this is a nice diving catch, taking it off the turf.
Well, he wants to go outside, but does a nice job. You see the quarterback's eyes come back, pick up his big tight end. Of course, it's his brother Max Close. And Max did a great job of taking a couple steps back to go get that football aggressively, make himself available, and then make the sliding catch.
So just inside the 30, 1st and 10. Quarterback keeping on the read option and stuffed on the play. Making the stop was Sam Butler, the linebacker. Once again, his father's the athletic director. He was also a football coach back in the day, a defensive coordinator for the current principal, Dr. Todd Dane, back at Olathe Northwest. And the current principal at Olathe West was the offensive line coach, Jay Novacek. I remember Dr. Todd Dane when he was a football coach at Shawnee Mission East. That was his job prior to the Olathe Northwest job. Late pitch to Connor, good cut. And he's able to dance his way inside the 25 near the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 by number 5.
A little triple option. We haven't seen this one yet. When I say triple option, they brought one of their wide receivers in for a shovel pass look as well, so he could either flip the shovel pass or run the traditional option to the outside. But Olathe West did a great job of slow playing that and forcing him to pitch that to the outside.
Play clock winding down on his 3rd down and 3. Close, throwing off his back foot and incomplete to Kai Edwards. Coverage there. The defensive back had the inside position there. That was a Davis. And the pass just didn't have enough oomph on it there. Incomplete.
Well, didn't have enough oomph, and he had pressure in his face. It's easier said than done to say, Kevin.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should stand in there and deliver that football and take the hit. But again, trying to get it to Kai Edwards, who was open on the outside, but just not enough time for him to step into that throw.
Well, this could be your ball game, Mark Borick. You're 4th down and 3. You need some first downs. They'll pass to the outside. Kai Edwards the catch. That is a first down inside the 20 as Davis rips him down, but move the chains and keep hope alive if you're in green and gold tonight.
Look, they've got Kai Edwards split in tight to the wide side of the field, single receiver, all that field to the outside right there. Just take advantage of his speed, a quick speed out, get the football out to him and pick up the first down. I like the play call. It's a high percentage throw, and take advantage of your athlete on the outside.
Inside the red zone, 1st and 10 for Shawnee Mission South. Under a minute to play in your 3rd quarter. Fade to Kai Edwards, and he can't hang on. He and Davis battling there. Incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside by Davis. Not a ton of cushion here. Gets his head around and understands when the football is going to get there, gets that arm up. Prevents Kai Edwards from coming back to get it. Watch for your big tight end in these situations, Kevin, and Max close here too.
Play action, close, time, throwing, and the pass nearly intercepted about 2 yards deep in the end zone as Close got hit as he threw the ball. I think that was Davis that nearly got the interception in the end zone. As he was looking for his brother and
just goes through the hands of his brother right there. I just mentioned look for the big body tight end in these situations down here. Ball went right through his hands and then nearly intercepted.
3rd down and 10 coming up. This offense trying to get some points on the road at Seaback. Close, stepping up, finding Kai Edwards, and he was running before he caught the football. Incomplete. And you can see the frustration on his face after that play. It'll be 4th down and 10.
I like this call here too. Mesh concept, 2 draggers in between, trying to pick off some coverage. Kai Edwards just a little late getting his head around. You saw right there, Sam Butler kind of got an arm in there and tugged him just a little bit. So just a little late getting his head around. But brings up 4th and 10 here.
Well, again, we're at this point where this could be the ball game. Don't convert here. 4th down and 10, late 3rd quarter. Close, the ball fake. Now hit and gonna be sacked. First guy there was Sam Butler. And he will get credit as they will take over on downs with 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter as they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the 4th down and 10 is a sack for Olathe West.
Well, sack. Working a double move to Miles Macklin on the outside and nowhere to go for Mason Close, and couldn't get in a position where he could set his feet to even throw the football and has to take the sack by Sam Butler.
Here's Favreau. Across the 35, still on his feet. And he'll be run out of bounds at the 46-yard line, and a nice gain of 21 by Anthony Favreau. That'll put him over the 100-yard mark, rushing the football tonight for the Owls.
Well, Favreau at 5'9", 195. You see the power from that standpoint. Low center of gravity, big lower body. He's got a lot of power.
And this time, Max Close, the defensive end, engulfing Reggie Dennis there. And that'll be no gain. We've seen Max do the double duty tonight at tight end and defensive end, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. And Olathe West getting a special team score from their free safety, Will Kriskowski, as he takes it 50 on a punt return touchdown. All Owls in this one on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. We're in Olathe at the College Boulevard Activity Center. Nice fall evening here in October. And all Olathe West at home. The touchdown in each quarter on their Hy-Vee scoring by quarters. And the Olathe West squad is stiffened as far as when Shawnee Mission South gets in the red zone and go for it on fourth down, the defense able to stop them and deny them. And now Olathe West will have the football to start playing the fourth quarter and nursing that 3-touchdown lead. Second down and 10 from the 46-yard line as we begin play in the final quarter. Reggie Dennis getting the tote. He has a touchdown of 25 yards back in the first half and fights his way for a gain of 3.
We're going to see a steady diet at number 1, number 15, I think, here, Kevin, in the fourth quarter. And why not? They've dominated on the ground all night tonight for Olathe West.
On third down, pass. Oh, incomplete. The receiver, Zimmerman, who's a tall young man, had to go high for that one and couldn't bring it in. Coverage by Uriah James for South.
Yeah, Uriah James just getting underneath in the legs of Zimmerman, doing a nice job of taking his legs out so he couldn't fully extend to catch that football.
Fourth down and 7. The punter is Steenbrock. We don't see him out there, so we may see a quick kick by McGavran. And we will. Nobody back for Shawnee Mission South, and this will be touchdown inside the 10-yard line and right near the 5-yard line, so 44 yards, no return, and Shawnee Mission South will be backed up deep in their own territory.
Well, that's a textbook quick kick right there from your quarterback. If you were to draw it up, that's exactly how you want it. No return man back, get a nice little roll, and it's inside the 5.
The first time I saw a quick kick, I was at Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, watching Missouri and Oklahoma, and Oklahoma was backed up about this area on third down. Joe Washington, their star running back, took a pitch and punted the ball down the field, and Missouri wasn't ready for it as this pass too long. But they did it on a third down deep in their own territory and able to get them out of a hole, and I thought that was brilliant.
I'll tell you what else is brilliant was this play call right here. I love taking shots deep down in your own territory like this. A lot of times teams will just try to get some breathing room, and that's okay as well, but I like Shawnee Mission South being aggressive with 4 verticals. Mason Close just overthrew Kai Edwards on that play. He also had Miles Macklin open down at the bottom as well, one-on-one.
Second down and 10 from the 5-yard line for the Raider offense. Close, rolling, throwing, and finding Uriah James, stretches out the ball. And they'll spot him at the 14-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but good job of stretching out and nearly getting the first down by Uriah James. A third down and 1 facing the South offense. Close, flush, throws a floater over the head of Macklin. Incomplete. And there was some late pressure there, looked like by Poindexter, the defensive end, and Mason had to get rid of it and threw high. And now the punting unit looks like they're coming out to punt it away deep in their own territory as Close serves as the punter, so you always have to be wary of him throwing it, but instead he'll punt it down the field. It's handled early. And this is a low punt, short punt. And it'll be good field position for the Owls, as that's Krzyzkowski who had that big third quarter 50-yard punt return. And the short field now for Olathe West as they try to even their record at 3-3 with a home win tonight.
That's not exactly how I think they wanted that punt to go right there, Kevin. Line drive. Giving Olathe West the football on the 26-yard line. 4th and 1, deep in your own territory. If you're going to do that or execute it that way, you should have just gone for it on 4th down, especially down 21-0.
Yeah, they didn't. Wasn't much of a difference in field position as the Owls will scrimmage now at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. McGavran throwing down the field. Pass too tall for Bishop, incomplete. He was doing kind of a post pattern. And this pass sailed high and incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Well, quick sudden change, not an interception or fumble or turnover, right? But quick field position in your favor. Olathe West taking a shot, letting McGavran throw the football down the field, just unable to connect.
Favreau, running room and more. He'll take it into the end zone for an Olathe West touchdown. Anthony Favreau. Boy, it's like a bolt of lightning in blue up the middle and scores the touchdown. 26 yards for Favreau, who's over 100 yards. And his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And his 9th overall, as he's got a couple of receiving touchdowns as well. As McMullen, 4 for 4 on PATs. 28-0 home team, and their star running back delivers here in the 4th quarter.
I want you to watch the body position of Favreau when he runs on this touchdown. Watch his center of gravity and watch his shoulders stay smooth all the way through. And I know there's a hole there that's huge, but his body position never changes through the hole, expecting contact, and then once he gets into the secondary, it's a good form run right there by the running back. Shoulder position stays the same the entire way, and that's why he's having himself a night tonight.
Buck 34 and a touchdown. So we've seen.
Let's not forget he had a big 70-yarder that got taken off the books as well,
yeah,
with the penalty in the first half.
Yeah. So just another night at the office for Anthony Favreau, the All-Sunflower Conference running back. So he becomes the 3rd player with a rushing touchdown tonight for Olathe West to go along with the quarterback McGavran, Dennis, and Favreau. They also have a special teams punt return score. So been a pretty good night. Your defense is getting a shutout. And you got a special team score and 3 rushing touchdowns. Now you need to throw one in the end zone. You hit all the boxes if you're Olathe West and try to get back to 3-3 after a tough loss to Mill Valley. But we saw Mill Valley take apart Derby, a team that was a 2-time defending state champion. This kick away, and this will be Kai Edwards who'll have to come up and field it. He'll have to dive on it as the ball really settled as it hit inside the 15-yard line. And when you look at Olathe West, you see their losses, and you see Olathe North, you see Lawrence. Lawrence has a D1 running back in McNeil, one of the best running backs in the state of Kansas, going to KU. And then Mill Valley, and we've seen.
Yeah, we saw Mill Valley.
We saw them live and in person, and they're the real deal. So those 3 losses, all 3 good teams. And the Olathe North game was 21-17. That was a close one. So from the 14, 1st and 10 for the Raider offense. Plenty of time, and they're going to go deep down the field, close to close, and it's incomplete. And you see Max slamming the ball, and I think he's saying to himself, I should have caught this one, as he had this one in his hands, but it looked like it came out when he hit the ground.
Well, he should have, and Mason Close only has 9 completions on the day, and this was going to be 10. He's had a couple drop balls. another one here in this situation that should have been caught.
Got to go to your little brother. I should have helped you out there, but he's helped his little brother out on a couple of tough catches low to the ground earlier in the ball game. 2nd down and 10. Connor in the backfield. Kai Edwards in the slot. Low snap. And now Mason's going to take off. And tell you what, the improv move is a 1st down run by Mason Close.
Was a tremendous effort by Mason Close to stay poised on the bad snap here. Broken play. And really it turns into the option they were going to try to run anyway, Kevin. Just a little delay actually helped him out a little bit and able to pick up the 1st down. Great individual effort right there by Mason Close.
Send the wide receiver position to the tight end going to the wide receiver position, I should say, as they throw to the other side instead to Kai Edwards' side. And he's able to catch and run for a nice gain on 1st down. About 7 or 8 yards to Kai. So it'll be 2nd down and short. Clock stops with the receiver running out of bounds. The pump fake and going down the field to Uriah James, and he's able to reach out and make a tough catch inside the 35. Where are they spotting this football? Looks like they're going to spot it right at the 35-yard line, so it'll be 20 yards.
Well, Kevin, when South has moved the football here in the 2nd half, which hasn't been a ton, they've had success. Trips into the boundary. Max Close, the big tight end, split out to the wide side of the field.
30 yards.
Fake the bubble screen right there to Kai Edwards.
From the 35 to the other 35, a 30-yard pass play, and now they'll pitch it out short side to Connor. And he's run out of bounds after he gets about 5 yards on the play.
He's brought down by number 17, Brandon Rexua.
Here's that formation again. Kevin trips into the boundary.
Rupsoy, the last tackles. Got some new faces on the field for Olathe West as they lead things here. As here's Close being pressured, throwing down the field. His brother makes the catch. He'll have a 1st down near the 11-yard line. Nice. 19-yard catch by Max Close.
This is why they're isolating him to the wide side of the field, because of the size advantage. It's really a one-man route. You see Kai Edwards underneath on the drag, but he's going to his big tight end. His brother Max Close on the outside knows he's got a post-up situation just like basketball on the outside. Throw it up high, take advantage of his size. They're able to pick up another 1st down here.
So this is their deepest penetration of the night, just outside the 10-yard line, trying to get points in this ball game. Close, in trouble, and sack. Poindexter, one of their sack leaders from last year, gets credit for a sack here in the 4th quarter. He's had a nice game tonight, the defensive end, Kobe Poindexter.
Well, Olathe West has dialed up the pressure in these situations, and Shawnee Mission South has not been able to pick it up really the entire game, specifically down here when they got in the red zone, Kevin, all night. They've brought pressure and really given Mason Close no opportunity to throw the football whatsoever.
2nd team all-conference last year at 3 sacks did Poindexter last year, adding to his sack total in 2020. Now 2nd down and long, 9 yards lost on the last play. Pass to the outside, incomplete. Uriah James had it, and when he got hit, the ball squirted out the backside. As Uriah a little slow to get up. And that big 30-yard catch, the key play on this drive. Close. Talking with Bob Lisher. Jogs it into the huddle. The play call on 3rd down and 19. And trying to get some points. Avoid the shutout. Quick pass over the middle, finding Kai Edwards, and he pounds his way down near the 5-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, however. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to need about, what, 3 or 4 yards here.
A little play action, hitting Kai Edwards in between the linebacker and the safety. As that play action pulled the linebacker to the right side, opening up the void to hit Edwards on the slant.
Got 16, needed 19, so they're still 3 yards shy. You get a first down inside the 1, 4th down.
There you go, trips into the boundary again.
Quarterback rolling, throwing, and the pass off his brother's shoulder, incomplete. Flag is down as the coverage was a little bit too good by Hutzler, number 22, and I think he's going to get flagged for pass interference.
He is going to get flagged for pass interference, and he got his right arm pulling down the right arm of Max Close right before the football is getting there. That's really where this pass interference call is coming from.
Pass interference on the defense, half the distance, repeat the down.
So it's not a first down, Mark.
Now watch the right arm right here come in and pull the right arm of Max Close down before the football gets there. That's where the pass interference comes. He cannot get his right arm up. It's early. Good call by the official.
So 4th down, and they go for it, and they're blown up. Tackle for a loss. As making the stop was the linebacker, and that's Colby Carnai, who's a player that comes off the bench and makes a tackle for a loss here. Well, now it's
the defensive
I
end.
beg your pardon. It's Poindexter. I beg your pardon.
He does a nice job. You saw him right there slip inside the tackle and get the penetration. Not an opportunity for South to stick it in the end zone on 4th down.
So the penalty only goes half the distance. There's Kobe Poindexter, who's had a big night, had a big sack earlier in the drive, gets the tackle for a loss, and the ball over on downs for the Olathe West defense. And more importantly to him and his mates, probably they keep the shutout intact. And here goes Reggie Dennis. Reggie's had a nice night running the football, and he's off to the races here. Reggie Dennis looking to go 95, and there's a flag down on the play as this is coming back as Reggie is caught from behind. We got some flags back, and White Hat says, come on back, guys. Is that a yellow flag? I've seen the pink flag a lot tonight. Going back to the standard yellow flag.
Well, they've run this play all night long. Pulling
on the offense.
Offensive lineman inside.
Half the distance, repeat the down.
And this hole's been there all night long as well.
Let's see if you can spot this penalty
Penalty
early
flag
on.
is thrown about the 20-yard line, 25-yard line. It's going to be in the secondary here.
Wide receivers blocking. There it is. Got a lot of jersey there, and that's what the call is on Olathe West. So it's a spot foul. It'll be 1st down and 1 from the 14-yard line for this Olathe West squad, looking to even the record at 3-3 tonight. With a home win, as here's Favreau. Favreau sprinting to the outside. And a nice gain out near the 40-yard line. It'll be 26 yards as Favreau is seeing the flag on the field, and it's coming back, and he's thinking about all those yards he's losing after this nice run. He has another holding penalty coming up on Olathe West.
10-yard penalty, repeat the down.
Did you ever look back on the field to make sure after a big play you made during your playing career and go, gosh, I hope there's there's a flag.
No, but I tell you what, Olathe West has had to overcome these penalties on big plays all night long. And for the most part, they've done it. But they've had a couple big, a big touchdown run in the first half called back. Dennis's big run here called back.
Dennis in the ball game. A short run on a first down as Max Close putting in the double effort on the O-line, or on the, well, he is a tight end. He blocks a little bit as a tight end on the D-line. 2nd down and 8.
Offsides, defense.
Now we get
5-yard
a
penalty. Repeat the down.
defensive penalty on Shawnee Mission South. I think this might be addressed in the Saturday morning film room. We can't shoot ourselves in the foot with these freebies on defensive encroachment on our.
Yeah, they've had quite a few of those tonight.
Yeah, let's say 3 or 4. As here's Dennis into the secondary. And Reggie going to run out of bounds at midfield with a nice run of some 27 yards. So Reggie having a nice game tonight. He's the backup here. He's got that 25-yard touchdown run in the first half, but he's closing in on a 100-yard game himself.
Well, these little inside trap plays and inside powers all night long for Olathe West have been successful. A lot of space for those two guys to run inside.
Quarterback going to run this one, and McGavran with plenty of running room, and he gets it down the hashes and in to Pater. Touchdown, Olathe West.
Kevin, this is the exact same play they've been running, except this time they don't give it to the back. It's a design quarterback run. Watch the wing right here on this come back inside. A pulling offensive lineman after this extra point. We'll see it. Just a design quarterback run. They've been running this play over and over here in the second half, and specifically the fourth quarter, with a lot of success.
Second rushing touchdown of the night by McGavran, who scored our first touchdown of the game. 48 yards the distance, low snap. Placement's still good, and the extra point is good. And it's all Olathe West, all smiles on the sideline as they lead it 35-0 here in the fourth.
I say it's the wing. It's Dane Hutchins coming on the counter, sealing. And there's a hole you can drive a car through for Mason McGavran. You mentioned the offensive line working up inside.
Well, the receiver's doing a good job of
Receivers are
blocking
getting work
here.
in the secondary as well. They've been called for a couple holding penalties tonight, but what I love is the effort downfield. Because it's one thing to get through the big hole to the second level. Here, watch Zimmerman here on the outside. Right there, good block to Spring. McGavran the rest of the way.
You see him do the hands up like, I don't want to get called for holding again. Our guys got earlier the call. And you see the 8-play, 90-yard drive and 48-yard touchdown run by McGavran. And I'll tell you what, he is the backup quarterback. Alex Burge not playing tonight, out with injury. And I think McGavran has played a very good game. Yes, Uriah James on the return for Shawnee Mission South. Get it just across the 30. And like I said, I was talking to the coaches before the game as Uriah grabbing the back of his calf, probably cramping up here. But they were totally confident in McGavran getting the start tonight. I don't know, there was no trepidation or worry or, oh boy, we got the backup going tonight, this could be ugly for us. No, they were like, McGavran, no, we're good to go tonight. We are full confidence in number 12 can get us to 3-3 as you take a look at the discrepancy as far as rushing, all for Olathe West tonight. Yes, their quarterbacks had a big game, and Kai Edwards turns around and runs right into a tough tackle for Olathe West. As making that stop was Parker Muhy, senior defensive back. But I don't know, they could potentially have the trifecta. Dennis with 100 yards rushing. We know that Favreau is over 100. The quarterback closing in a 100-yard rushing game as well. So they've run the ball effectively tonight, nearly 300 yards. As they're shutting out Shawnee Mission South. Here's Kai Edwards around the edge. Kai Edwards has the first down as he's bumped out on the Olathe West sideline.
Nice stiff arm here toward the end of the run by Kai Edwards as well. They have not been able to get him as involved as they wanted to tonight, Kevin, and in space. And it hasn't been all on him. It hasn't been all on Mason Close. It's been on their offensive line as well, because they've had situations where they've had guys open in the secondary, but no time to throw the football based on the pressure that Olathe West has brought all night long.
Quick pass. Here's Kai Edwards. And taking it across the 45, spun out of bounds. And it's enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 for Kai Edwards. As they'll spot the football at the 43-yard line in Olathe West territory. Close, looking deep middle for Edwards, and oh, he nearly ran under the post pattern, but couldn't hang on. Like the late pressure there by the defensive back, able to deny him. Sean Swearingen, the sophomore, just came flying in there late and caused the incompletion.
Really was a tremendous adjustment by Kai Edwards as well, to turn his body all the way around.
It was Rupsoy, I beg your pardon. Number 17 was the guy that kind of messed up the play in the Olathe West secondary. And going to get a timeout. Down 35-0, 3.5 to go in your ball game to figure out a 2nd down and 10 play. Well, that gives us a moment to tell you next week we've got a huge ball game. This ball game, the Suburban White Conference. This could decide who wins the conference. I know people will go, conference titles, who cares? What you do in the state playoffs, but this is a backyard rivalry game. This has got some history here. Belton 7-0 taking on 7-0 Green Valley. Now that's 7-0 heading into play tonight. That'll be next Friday in GV, the 23rd, 7 o'clock. Second down and 10 from the 43. Pass to the outside. It's caught by Connor. He's spun down on the play. He's just a little bit shy of the first down. Tackled by Swearingen. About 2 yards shy of the first down.
It's the first time we've seen that little wrinkle tonight, Kevin, out of the offense. Putting the running back, Brett Connor, out into the slot before the snap.
One of the second team players in the ball game. Close puts it on the ground, makes a nice move to avoid contact. and tackle, but did not get the first down. It's going to still be 4th down, and they're going to need about a yard to get the first down. Colby Carney with the last stop. Quick pass outside, low, caught by Macklin. First down, nice cut. Macklin, another nice cut inside the 10, down near the 5, where it'll be 1st and goal. As that'll go 29 yards and a 1st and goal situation, but some nifty moves by Macklin in the open field, and sets him up down at the 5-yard line.
You said nifty moves. Watch this. Once he secures the football right here, whoop! Nice little move inside, and then another one almost to get it into the end zone. Nice little run after the catch by Miles Macklin.
Hey, keep the shot out. Let's go. Block.
First and goal. Close, cutting it back against the grain and gets it into the end zone. And there is a flag down back near the 7-yard line. So I heard the sidelines for Olathe West yelling, "Preserve the shutout." That's what they're trying to do here, as this penalty is coming up on South as they're moving back.
Holding offense, number 53. Repeat the down.
Boy, the theme of the 2020 season for Shawnee Mission South has been shooting yourselves in the foot a lot of times in their 0-4 season, and you see it right there. Taking points off the board with the penalty flag. Here's Kai Edwards on a jet sweep. And Kai gang tackled inside the 10-yard line. There's too many mistakes. There's a player shaken up on Olathe West. Looks like he's going to head back into the defensive play. We're going to continue playing here. 2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line. Pass is caught, and it'll be a touchdown for Kai Edwards as he's able to get it across the goal line on a backing catch and a 7-yard touchdown reception, his 8th of the year.
Well, a bright spot here at the end of the game, Kevin, for Shawnee Mission South. You mentioned they've been shooting themselves in the foot all year long, and have made a few trips into the red zone tonight and have never been able to capitalize until here with less than a minute to go.
Mason Close now has 10 touchdown passes on the year, and they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Play action, rolling, and throwing, and it's caught by his brother for a 2-point conversion. Mason Close to Max Close, and it's a 35-8 ball game. Good job by the receivers coming back of the football. You saw initially when the quarterback rolled out, everybody has their hand up, I'm open, and then his brother came back and made the 2-point conversion catch.
A lot of traffic back there. Sometimes you think you're open in space, but there's a guy right behind you or a guy kind of baiting the quarterback to throw it to undercut you. But a good job by Mason Close of just throwing that football up, too, in that situation, Kevin. Obviously can go back the other direction. But at the same time, right there, you got to make a play. And his brother Max Close seemingly comes from out of nowhere to make the play. You saw the touchdown here Mason Close really looking right, nowhere to go, and at this point finds his brother coming back to the football for the 2-point conversion.
Expecting a onside kick. Instead, they'll just send it down the field. This is Frazier on the return for Olathe West. Tough tackle by Alvarenga. And that should be it as far as your ball game. I think Olathe West got to like things. They had their backup quarterback in. They ran the football for nearly 300 yards. Got a punt return. They got a special team score tonight. But I'm sure they're going to be talking about how do you give up that score and mess up the shutout if you're a guy on the defensive side of the ball.
It's a pride thing
yeah,
at this point defensively, and I know they got several backups in the game at this point too, but it's a pride piece to hold a team to no points.
And they get a backup quarterback, Cooper Carley, a sophomore, going to snap it and take a knee, I believe. Well, I mean, look in the NFL. I mean, Baltimore was shutting out Cincinnati. They move it down the field and kick a late field goal. And talk about the hidden rules of the game. Baltimore is steamed by that, by the way. They didn't get the shutout, but how they got it on a field goal to break the shutout. But oh well. No shutout tonight, but an impressive Olathe West win here at Seaback for T.J. O'Neill and the Olathe West Owls. They'll go to 3-3 on the year. And Shawnee Mission South will drop to 0-5. Teams begin the handshake process as the clock winding out on a sunflower win for Olathe West at home. As your final score once again is 35-8. As the backup quarterback, McGavran, a couple of rushing touchdowns leading his team to victory tonight. As once again, they're now 3-3 and 0-5 the record for Shawnee Mission South. As we're back with the Hy-Vee post-game wrap-up, as you're again watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. T.J. O'Neill addressing his team after a very sound victory tonight, 35-8. A game where you saw them run the football very effectively tonight, not just with their running backs, but also their quarterback. And they go to 3-3 as they get to win 35-8. Mark Bo-Richter.
Well, impressive performance on the ground by Olathe West. Just did whatever they wanted to do tonight in the running game, Kevin, and that really was the story of the game. They had several penalties that had a bunch of long runs called back as well that really took some yards off really the stat sheet when you look at it, but just an overall dominant performance. And then defensively, Olathe West, when Shawnee Mission South was knocking on the door in the red zone, really closed that door, never opened it for them until right before the end of the game here with the minute to go to break the shutout.
And running the football tonight, their backup quarterback leading the way, Mason McGavran, and also Anthony Favreau was their top rusher tonight as he went for over 100 and a touchdown.
Well, Anthony Favreau, 19 rushes, 134 yards, some yards off the board as well because of penalties, but 288 yards rushing by Olathe West. It seems way over 300 yards based on what we saw tonight because of those penalties. Right, as everything went, but just a tremendous performance overall for the Owls.
Well, special thanks to all our friends here at Seaback, Pat Butler of Olathe West, Dr. John Johnson of South. Thanks to our coaches, T.J. O'Neill and Brett Oberzan. Our producer tonight, Steen Andruck. And I want to say Thanks to our statisticians tonight, Drew Snyder and Ted Bolin. For Mark Borichter and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew, this is Kevin Weick saying so long from Seaback in Olathe. Our final, once again, is 35-8 in favor of the home team, Olathe West. And next week, we've got a good one in Missouri. Belton, undefeated, taking on Grain Valley, undefeated, next Friday the 23rd at 7 p.m. as we say goodnight from O-Town.